What are your favourite privacy-safe ad tech solutions?
Sandbox solutions such as Google Ads Data Hub are quite interesting. What they allow us to do is to collect user data, but on a slightly aggregated level, mix it up with journey data, contextual data to drive some insights around the customer and also around effectiveness. So these are very useful data sets for us, but the challenge remains. The challenge remains that whilst media specialists in agencies no longer have access to this user level data, large corporations such as Apple, Google, Facebook are still using this individual customer data to power their targeting day in and day out. So the question remains, if regulations continue to increase and become stricter, will even these sandboxes still be a viability for the future?
So we mentioned earlier Chrome's Why Am I Seeing This Ad feature. They've recently taken this a step further and launched a Chrome extension in alpha called Ads Transparency Spotlight. And this gives the user even more transparency over the different criteria used to show the ads, as well as the different ad platforms that are actually showing these ads. Another initiative that's being talked about a lot in the industry at the moment, and that again is being led by Chrome, is the Privacy Sandbox, which is an open standard initiative. And the core thinking here is that instead of reporting sitting within the server, it actually sits directly with the client. And the way that they do this is via a number of different APIs that again are being worked on in an open source environment. These APIs are there to solve a number of different use cases that are required for the personalization of ads, including ad selection and conversion measurement and fraud protection. The important thing here is obviously that while doing all of these things, they're not sharing any personally identifiable information. Finally, from a programmatic perspective, the Trade Desk are working on the second iteration of their unified ID. And the idea is, again, to use an open source environment to create a sign-on solution for the open web. Unified ID 2.0 looks like it will initially work via the encryption of email addresses for signed-on users. There's still a lot of work to be done here to kind of get all of the publishers on board with this new sign-on solution, but it seems to be a really good start.